So here's a puzzle for you. If you sprinkle salt on ice, instead of melting faster, ice actually seems to stay solid for a longer time. Weird, isn't it? Let's try to crack the science behind it. Normally, when the ice is exposed to room temperature, it melts because the surroundings are warmer. But when you add salt, something fascinating happens. Salt doesn't just melt ice. Instead, it lowers the freezing point of water, a process called as freezing point depression. You know that pure water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius, but adding salt to ice lowers the freezing temperature from 0 degrees Celsius to as low as minus 21 degrees Celsius. This means salty water needs to be colder than 0 degrees Celsius to stay frozen. Hence, when you put salt on ice, the ice absorbs the energy, it melts. The top layer of the ice becomes salty water. This salty water is colder than the normal and prevents the rest of the ice from melting quickly. That is why the ice often appears to last longer in salt. The same phenomena is used in colder countries to avoid freezing of roads. People throw salt on roads during snow season. The salt lowers the freezing point, preventing ice formation on the surface of the road. The salt-laced water stays liquid below freezing, preventing dangerous ice from forming on the roads. To explain in technical way, melting is an endothermic process while freezing is an exothermic process. At the freezing point, these two processes are at equilibrium, so the energy absorbed by water freezing equals the energy released by ice melting. But when you add salt, you lower the freezing point of water. Ice melts into water absorbing heat, but it doesn't refreeze into ice and release heat, so the temperature drops. So the trick is salt doesn't stop melting. It actually makes melting happen differently by changing the freezing point. Now you might wonder, sir, if salt lowers the freezing point, does sugar do the same? The answer is yes, but much less effectively. That is why we make ice creams with sugar syrup, but we de-ice the roads with salt. For more such science videos, subscribe to Rahul Verse.